Hey fam, this is my third time trying to record this video because your girl is tired. I'm pregnant, my daughter's down for a nap, and I'm flustered because I'm wasting nap time. I'm exhausted. I didn't get any sleep last night, and this is like my third take. I was too tired to film earlier, and I was like, I'll just do it when she takes a nap. So I got to film when I'm done filming. She gonna wake up, and I'm just gonna be sitting here frustrated, like, ooh, I need a nap. I'm so tired. But that's neither here nor there. This video I'm gonna get into y'all, or I'm gonna get into a pregnancy update. Not too much has changed. Just a few things that I noticed that I thought, maybe I can discuss. So, first thing I'm going to discuss is cravings. I was really heavily craving watermelon, like the end of my second trimester, the beginning of my third trimester. Now, I'm still in the early stages of my third trimester because I'm probably about 30 weeks now. Your third trimester begins at 27, but I no longer have a huge craving for watermelon, but I do get cravings. It's not for anything crazy, but I don't even know what the cravings are for. It's just like I'm hungry, I'm craving something, but I can't put my finger on it type of thing. So that's with that. When it comes to pains, that has increased over the last 2 weeks. So, I'm having ligament pains. Well, that's what the doctors call it. I call it muscle pains because it feels like muscle pains. Anyways, hold on, let me show y'all. So from here all the way up to here, just in a straight line, not around my whole stomach area, but just in that area, I have it feels like stretching, and it hurts because it feels like, just imagine someone pulling at your body in 2 different directions. That's how my stomach feels. It's like as if my arms were out and somebody was pulling on this side, somebody was pulling on this side, and then my body is stretched. That's how it feels. It hurts. It hurts. It ain't no walk in the park. I'm gonna tell y'all that much. And because I'm having those ligament pains, first of all, I'm having those ligament pains, which is completely normal. The baby's getting bigger, so the placenta is getting bigger, so the organs are being pushed up. And along with that, I can't breathe. And sometimes I get indigestion. So that's not that. I did over the last 2 weeks, I've been catching Charlie horses. It wasn't last week, the week before, I had caught 2 Charlie horses in my sleep. Same leg, same spot. Horrible. Didn't get any sleep that night. 2 days later, or a couple of days later, I was just laying in the bed. And then it wasn't nighttime. I was just, laying in the bed watching TV. And then all of a sudden, my toes started to curl up and they started cramping. That also happened twice. Maybe twice, 3 times. And then a couple of days ago, me and my daughter's dad went out grocery shopping, and we're done. I'm getting out the car. I guess I turned wrong. I don't know. But then all of a sudden I caught another cramp on the side of my stomach. Wasn't a fun time. So I've been catching cramps lately. I'm out of breath. I have a lot of pressure going down on my cervix, which is also causing me to have to use the bathroom 3 times a night. I'm waking up 3 times a night to use the bathroom, not getting any sleep. Also, when it comes to sleep, I'm used to sleeping on my stomach, and which I'm very surprised. I can sleep on my stomach for the most part. I just have to like be propped underneath a pillow, or to have my arm propped between my stomach and my chest. Now with my son, I think I was about 6 months, 5, 6 months when I couldn't sleep on my stomach anymore. But with my daughter, I was like 3, 4 months. I couldn't sleep on my stomach anymore. Like, if I really wish I had pictures, but way down in my camera roll. Me at 13 weeks with my daughter, and me at 17 weeks with my son, I looked a lot bigger with my daughter when I was 13 weeks. First of all, I started out at 120 pounds when I got pregnant with my daughter. With my son, I was 89 pounds. And before y'all even say anything, I am 4'9", so I'm small. With this pregnancy, I started out at 118, but I had a severe loss in appetite my first trimester, so I actually ended up losing like 10, 12 pounds my first trimester. But that's neither here nor there. I get tired. I mean, of course, it's my last trimester, but what I mean is I'm going to bed a lot earlier. Normally, I'm the person that everyone knows that's always up late. Like, hey, Cam, what are you doing up? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just the type of person I've always been. Like, I'll literally go to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, turn around and wake up at 9 o'clock to go to work the next day. Like, I just always been that type of person. I've always been up late. I've never had an easy time going to bed at a regular time. But this last trimester, your girl has been dozing off at 9 o'clock. So when I'm getting my kids in bed and they're in bed by 8:30, I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna need 9:30 to hurry up because sis is ready for bed. I'm ready for bed. You know, I want to make sure that my kids are asleep first before I go to bed, because when I go to bed, I'm going to bed. And I'm a light sleeper, but once my body is tired, it's hard for me to pull myself up out of that. So I want to make sure my kids are asleep before I go to sleep. That's about it for that. We're going to get into the growth of the baby now. So I had an ultrasound last week. Oh, I also had my glucose test last week. Everything came out fine. Nobody called me, clearly. So everything's great. I'm not surprised. You know, based off of my other 2 pregnancies, I never really had any difficulties. You know, my blood work came out fine. Glucose test was fine. Ultrasounds are fine. So I'm not really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had my ultrasound last week, so they did a little bit of, you know, just measuring, making sure that, you know, the baby is at the rate that the baby is supposed to be. The baby is measuring a week behind, which, you know, the doctors aren't concerned. I'm not concerned because I carry small babies. My son was 5'6". My son was 6'5" and my daughter was 5'6". So if the baby's a week behind, I'm really not. It is what it is. We're small. So I'm not concerned. Especially if the doctors aren't concerned. First of all, I'm not concerned because me and my babies are small. And the doctors definitely aren't concerned. So why would I be concerned? What else? Y'all, baby is measuring at 3 pounds. And I know y'all would say, oh, that's not a lot. But, like I said, I had small babies, and I have a feeling this one is going to be 7+ pounds, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot for me. I mean, it's really not a lot, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pressure going on down there, a lot sooner than with my other kids. So I'm assuming that baby's gonna be a little hefty. Not like hefty, but you know, bigger than their siblings. Baby is also face down. And somehow I'm really not surprised, because people were telling me at the end of my second trimester, oh, you look like you dropped, you look like you dropped. And I'm like, no, that can't be. But then I started to think about it. I'm like, yeah, probably, because I've been getting a lot of pressure down there. A couple of weeks before my third trimester. So when I went to my doctor's appointment and got my ultrasound, and my doctor told me that the baby is face down, I was like, well, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, because it happened a lot earlier than what I expected. Well, a lot earlier than with my other kids. With my other kids, I was, like 2 weeks before they would check me to see if the baby is, like 2 weeks before I'm due, they were checking to see if the baby is face down. And they're like, oh, baby's finally face down. Y'all, it is October. I'm not due till January. Baby, please slow down. So I already know this is going to be like a Christmas baby. I have a feeling this baby is going to be born around Christmas time. Maybe not on Christmas, but around Christmas time. I'm getting that feeling, because things are moving kind of rapidly. It's not much changes, but at the same time, everything is happening just so close together. I think, oh, one more thing. Amongst all of the issues, I've been trying to schedule my ultrasound to check the anatomy, and what they mean for that is they're making sure that the baby has all the fingers and toes, that the organs are growing healthily, that the baby is growing healthily, that everything is, normal. They're pretty much going into more detail, as opposed to just, oh yeah, we see the baby, the heart is beating, everything's fine. They're going into more detail. So I've been having issues making that appointment, because the first appointment that they made, they canceled and had to reschedule that 3 times. So I was unable to make the appointment because I had an emergency come up. So they called me on the day of the original appointment, like, hey, are you coming in today? No, y'all rescheduled it 3 times. Why? What are y'all doing over there? What are y'all doing at all? Like, what are y'all doing over there? Am I coming in today? We rescheduled this 3 times. What do you mean, am I coming in today? Obviously not now, I guess, because y'all called me an hour before the appointment, and I had already have stuff to do. I've already made plans, or not made plans to like go out or do nothing, but it's just like, when you're telling me that my appointment is on said day, I'm expecting it to be on said day. It's like y'all kept making the appointment, but y'all forgot about the original appointment y'all gave me, and no one ever like double checked and like, hey, we're going to check her, we're going to cross this out. Like, no one did that. So I couldn't make it to that appointment. And then I tried calling them like a good 3-4 times. Nobody was answering. I was on hold for a ridiculously amount of long time, like 2 of the times. The other 2 times, nobody called me back. So my doctor started calling me, harassing me. Oh, you need to make this appointment. You need to make this appointment. Well, maybe if folks would answer the phone, because I'm leaving messages. Maybe if they would answer the phone, I would have had this ultrasound by now. So I'm going to have that done next month. In November, I'm going to have the anatomy check just to make sure everything is fine. I'm sure everything's fine. My blood work is fine. Baby is, you know, moving at a healthy rate. Baby is growing fine. Baby is big. Not big, but baby is looking healthy. You know what I'm saying? Blood work is fine. My last ultrasound last week, the tech was like, you know, baby looks fine. So they're just, you know, going to measure the organs, make sure all their fingers and toes are there, you know, just double checking everything, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's about it for my little update. Oh, one more thing. I've been getting a lot of dizzy spells lately. I know I need to drink more water, but I get really dizzy and really lightheaded like all day long. So I have to remind myself to not only drink water, but it has to be ice cold water, because not only am I getting dizzy spells, but I'm hot. But that's what was going on with my daughter too. So I would have to drink ice cold water. So whenever I start to feel lightheaded or a headache, or I start to get really hot, I know I need to drink ice cold water. So other than that, that's about, you know, all the updates I have. And I have some special footage for you guys. I got footage of the heartbeat finally. So I'm going to close out the video, and after I close out, I'm going to, you know, insert a little clip of little baby and the heartbeat. Just a special look just for you guys, since we're family. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you for all the support. I love you all. Much love and positivity. Hugs, kisses. Thank you to our new family members, and I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to stay tuned for the little heartbeat. See you in the next video. Bye.